Hello everyone, I'm Vivi and welcome back. Maybe you are aware or perhaps not, Ratchet Clank is turning 20 very soon. Ratchet Clank first launched on the PS2 on November 4th, 2002 in North America. So now comes the question, what should we expect? The most realistic scenario, call it. We could expect a tweet by the developer itself, Insomniac Games, simply acknowledging their love for the series. If there's absolutely anything we should be expecting, it's mere acknowledgement. After all, if you follow Insomniac Games on Twitter, they actively acknowledge the IP. They even go to lengths to livestream gameplay on their Twitch, especially Rift Apart. If there's anything else we could be expecting, a simple PlayStation blog post. It could be written by CEO Ted Price or someone else from the team. Regardless of who decides to make that blog, just the blog itself is not out of the realm of possibilities. If we step it up a notch, merchandise really wouldn't come off as too surprising. Speaking of merch, what comes to mind when talking about merch is Sly Cooper. I know, totally different subject. The point I'm trying to make here, as much as Sly Cooper seems to be an inactive IP, Sucker Punch went on ahead to not only tweet about its anniversary, but also went ahead to announce merchandise for said IP. Shirts, poster, plush. Interesting, ain't it? As for Jack's 20th, it at least got acknowledged on Twitter by Naughty Dog themselves. Other than that, there was this video which they linked back to, honoring 20 years of the IP, and that was it. So as stated before, a tweet or merch even for Ratchet & Clank's 20th, out of all things, really shouldn't come off as a surprise. And we have to admit that out of this trio of IPs, Ratchet & Clank is currently the most active running IP and is currently one of Sony's top performing 3D action platformers of current gen. Before I talk about my personal wishes for its 20th, let me just point out the fact that some Ratchet & Clank titles are currently part of PS Plus Premium. There is a catch, however, they're only streamable. They are not downloads, and from what I read, not every region has cloud streaming service. In this case, you have the deluxe version, PlayStation Plus Deluxe, without cloud streaming. And you perhaps noticed that Tools of Destruction is not on there. The PS2 trilogy or HD collection is also not on here. I mean, I'm not too surprised since they were both never part of PlayStation Now, which was the former standalone cloud streaming service. Everything that was on PS Now slowly is simply transitioning to PS Plus Premium. And now, with the absence of Tools, at least having that in mind, you probably know where this is going. What I personally wish to see or have is a brand new HD collection brought to current gen. What I'd love to imagine is an HD collection for PS4 and PS5. Collection of which games is the question. I made a poll a short while ago stating exactly this. What's your greatest wish for Ratchet & Clank's upcoming 20th anniversary? First option is the winner. PS2 Saga HD port to current gen. As much as I'd personally love to see the PS2 games brought back, I personally believe that the future Saga being ported as actual downloads, or physical even, would be a good move. I get it, the future Saga is on PS Plus Premium to some extent, but not everyone is a fan of streaming. Not everyone's internet service is reliable. Not to mention Tools is not even on here. So just picture Tools with trophy support. Quest for Booty, albeit a short game with trophy support and a crack in time. We might not get or imagine Quest for Booty within this collection, but into the Nexus instead. Whatever the case may be, I think HD porting the future Saga would be the greatest gift to not only old fans of the series, but newcomers as well. Especially considering the fact that Rift Apart brought new people to the series. After all, Rift Apart is a sequel to Into the Nexus. A frequent comment I got when I posted that poll is that, hey, the future trilogy, from a lore perspective, I mean, that's where the meat lies, and I have to agree. Bringing the future Saga back to current gen would be very encouraging to new players. But hey, if one day they decide to give us an ultimate collection, PS2 games and PS3 games, that'd be amazing. So imagining an HD port of the future Saga, the team could deliver us with 60 FPS gameplay, and maybe upscale, say, a staple of the series, A Crack in Time, to 4K. In terms of FPS and 4K, I mean, who knows at that point, but you get the point. 60 FPS with enhanced visuals, depending if you're playing on PS4 or PS5, would be sweet. A Crack in Time was the last 60 FPS title for a while, until the 2016 reimagining got a free PS5 60 FPS update, fun fact, and that was in 2021. And of course, there's Rift Apart and 60 FPS. Anywho, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. What do you wish to see for Ratchet's 20th? What are you expecting to see on November 4th? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, thank you for the support on the channel and on Patreon. I appreciate it a lot, thank you. And yeah, as usual, I've been Vivi, and until next time.